Out. And let's go ahead and get this puppy started. I want to thank you guys for being here on this Zoom meeting. REI AI automation. I know you could have been or done anything else, but I do appreciate you guys being here tonight. Jeffrey Johnson, I see you're here. We have George here, Joe here, Larry here, Dwayne here, Ed here, Lewis, Paulette. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it when we get these kind of numbers. So with that being said, I'm not going to try to keep you on here late tonight. I know I say that every week, but I'm going to kind of streamline it. I want to get your questions answered, and then I want to jump right into a couple of things from last week, and then we're going to go straight into the challenge, and then we're going to go straight into the new challenge. So first thing first, as usual, is there any questions, any REI, AI, anything you want to cover, talk about, and get off your chest?
I have one, Charles.
Go right ahead, Mr. Joe.
Is there some type of link or something that we could use to have people join the group?
Yes, I could send you that link. And actually, all it is
sure
REI AI automation. It's just 3 words: REI AI automation.com. 3 words. So, but yes, I could send you that link.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Next person. Anybody? Going once. Don't be shy. Get it off your chest. Bring up a topic.
So
any questions about? Go.
What do you do in your coaching program?
What do I do?
Mm-hmm.
Really, I don't do anything. I just sit on my butt all day, Larry. I'm serious, man. I don't do it's a lot. I don't want to make this about a coaching call or about my program. So I'll talk to you off on the side about that. But I don't want to make this a commercial.
Okay.
Next, anybody else?
Yeah, I'm bent out of shape about that AI stuff, man. You did this 4 years ago. I'm so mad. I had my feet up on that chair.
I know, Jeff.
Myself up.
4 years ago, I started talking about it.
You did, man. You was way, way ahead of the game. I am so angry. I sat on my haunches, but I'm up and running now. But thanks, man, for all you do, and thanks for this community. Yeah,
no
we
problem,
really
man.
appreciate that, man. This
kind which brings me up a topic, guys. Which brings me up a topic. I want you guys to look at who is in your community. I mean, you got people that are lenders in the community. You got people that are brokers that's in the community. You got contractors in the community. You got people that is doing AI in the community at a high level. You got people that are doing crypto. You got people that are doing bank. I mean, you got all these different things or services in the community. And I want you guys to look inward when you're thinking about services or working with each other, or at least want to bounce ideas off of each other, because there's a lot inside of here. And I do mean a lot of knowledge inside of here. So I don't know what I'm trying to say. I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't just make it a Tuesday thing, make it a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday thing, and reach out to each other. I know some of you guys are brand new and you have yet to have the opportunity to universally chat with all the members, and that's because right now all the members is you haven't got enough points to do that. But once you do, I recommend you guys to basically reach out to each other. And not to mention, I highly recommend all of you guys to look over the actual introduction that's inside of the community, where people come out and they talk about who they are and what they're doing and all that kind of stuff. So definitely look inside of the community, where people introduce themselves and tell you what they're doing and so on. Because like I said, you got a little bit of everything inside of here. Resources that you got hand-to-hand access to inside the community. Anything else, guys, want to get off the tip?
Mm-hmm. Hi, guys. So I think that's great. It would be nice if we knew where each person is from. I know a lot of guys and girls are from Maryland.
Yeah,
But I think there's a couple people in Pennsylvania I sure would like to know and meet.
Joe, if you click on the member's name, it gives you their profile. And most of the time on their profile,
Okay.
it'll tell you where they're from, what they're doing, and so on. So if you go to the members section
Gotcha.
and start clicking on the names, you'll see their little introduction of themselves and stuff.
Got you. Thank you. How you
No
doing,
problem.
Tammy?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for asking. Yeah.
That's great.
Hi.
That's great.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Tammy, how are you?
Doing wonderful. God is good, you know.
All the
That's
time.
Jeffrey, I'm still celebrating my birthday. So
good.
hey,
You know, and me too. I'm with you.
you know that, and you know this, man. Hey, Lois. Hey, Mr. Ed. Hey, George. Hey, Mr. Larry.
Hey.
Paulette. Hey, Charles. Oh, we right here together. I'm just reading the names. Okay.
Mr. Ed, that's a horse, remember?
I never called you a horse, sir. Sir, I did not call you a horse. I don't know about that.
No, not me. You said Mr. Ed.
Yeah, but I didn't know it's a horse, Mr. Lewis.
Mr. Ed's a horse, of course.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Okay, since there is no questions other than the ones that's been asked, I'm going to move into the actual community itself. I'm going to go ahead and do the share.
I actually got a question real quick.
Go right ahead. No problem. Go.
What's a novation when it comes to real estate?
Okay, I'm going to answer that one, but I'm going to give George a chance first. George, what's a novation?
Novation? What's novation? What?
The strategy of novation. You haven't heard of that one before?
No. What? Well, I'm sure. Tell me, and I'll go with.
I'm going to ask. Like I said, I'm going to ask anybody in the room to open up first, and then I'm going to answer the question. Does anybody else know what a novation is?
It's the nation of saying
I've
no.
heard of it.
So you have
heard
an
it's not
agreement and you have a
great to
new
use.
agreement related to an original agreement, like an addendum. That's my understanding, but could be 100% wrong.
Yeah. Okay. A novation, let's put it like this. A novation process when it comes to real estate investing is nothing more than you getting the right to market that property on MLS and selling that property as a deal, as a property to sell.
Okay.
So it allows you, or the person allows you to market that property, MLS, and sell that property for an actual, whatever the position you have with the contract with the seller.
Okay.
Now, George, you know where that comes into play when you're
Yeah.
doing retailing.
Yeah, we just call that form. We just have to give notice that the seller is not the record title holder. That's what is a form for that.
Yeah, but and you go in our business, George, we got everything. Everything is set up so that it's a what's the word I'm looking for? Like the Burr strategy. They gave it a name to make it more marketable so they can sell courses around it.
Okay, but that's I'm saying in the realtor form, it's actually a state form for that.
I think the legal title for that is equity ownership. Is that right, George? Excuse me. Is that right, George?
No, like I said, I just know that there's a form where you can actually sell it, and you just say the seller is not the record title holder. You just disclose the relationship that you might not be on title, but you have the right to sell it, and then you can just mark it on the MLS and sell it that way. That's the way we used to do, or we still can do it, and it's right in the MAR forms, I believe.
Yeah, we've been doing it for years on deals where there are certain situations where that would come into play. Yeah. One of which is if there's a situation where the profit isn't that great, but there's a profit there. And that homeowner does not want to work with a realtor in regards to that situation because of that, whatever the actual compensation to be made to the realtor and so on. So
it's good for wholesalers too if they write their contract right.
Exactly. Because now you just opened up the deal to a whole bunch of different eyes when you're actually able to put that deal on the MLS. There's a lot of investors. As a matter, here's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. You know, the majority of the investors that buy real estate are on the MLS.
The MLS, yeah. Buyers list.
Yeah, they're on the MLS. The majority of buyers that buy real estate are on the MLS. And there's certain programs that's trying to capitalize on that matrix. For example, Investor Lift. Investor Lift is a database of buyers all around the country. And it tells you how many properties they purchased in the last week, in the last month, in the last year. It gives scores to all the buyers. It gives notification to all the buyers. It's a great asset for people who want to have a dispo company, because that's all they have in there is buyers, certified buyers who are actual buyers buying deals. So you could take your business from doing 2 deals a month to doing 10 deals a month if you have something like that as part of your arsenal of tools. But it's expensive as hell. Investor Lift is about $5,000 a year.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's about $5,000 a year. And they have something called cartel mode. Cartel mode is $35,000 a year. The difference between the 5,000 and the 35,000 is, for example, the 5,000 will give you 80,000 buyers around the country that are actively buying. Cartel mode would give you the top buyers who are buying 15, 20, 30 houses a month. And you're networking with these buyers to get their criteria, and you're networking personally with these buyers in cartel mode. That's what cartel mode consists of. High premium buyers who are, and it could be hedge funds, it could be big LLCs, it could be big corporations that are buying bulk. All of them are members of the cartel mode.
You know, they just called the same old stuff different names to try to throw off the old heads. So,
well, it's not only that, it's also to sell products.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, Burr, please. Burr been around 100 years. Subject to.
Ain't nothing new under the sun.
Yeah. You know, I mean, all this stuff, what else? Burr, short-term rentals. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that's been around for years. The only thing that I've found in this business is when strategies change is when laws come in to stop you from doing one thing a certain way to another way. So typically, none of the strategies are new. What happens is a law get passed that say you can't do it this way, and then somebody creative think of a way to go around that law. And that's the creativity that I see mainly happen. I haven't come across a strategy that is really new in years, like wholesaling. Oh my goodness, come on! I mean, it's a key thing that I want you to understand. Don't jump out there after that shiny new name. It's something that's basically been a new name, been put on top of an old strategy, and that's all it is.
I used the wrong word a minute ago. It's equitable title. That's the word that was the phrase I was trying to think of. Equitable title is the beneficial interest in real estate that gives the holder the right to acquire legal title. So when a wholesaler puts a piece of property under contract, he or she has equitable title to be able to sell or whatever.
Or beneficial interest.
Beneficial interest, yeah. Yeah. Equitable title is beneficial interest in real estate.
Yeah, but so, equitable title does not give you the right to list it unless that right was approved.
Yeah. You gotta write that up in your wholesale agreement that you have the right to exclusively market it or co-market it while you have it.
Yeah. Right. I mean, that would be a step, but just the concept of equitable title means that the person has the beneficial interest in the property so that the seller cannot sell otherwise.
Well, he could.
Same as a contract, like an EMD.
He could, but I always
file
an affidavit and memorandum of agreement to cut that out, but they will try sometime to go behind
Yeah,
your
well,
back
yeah, Joe, what
and
you're
sell to
talking about
somebody
is,
else.
yeah, Joe, what you're talking about is somebody trying to subset the actual contract. That's what you're talking about.
Right.
What he's talking
Yeah, but
about
Louis
is
was saying
if you have a
that they
contract.
couldn't sell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
The term, basically, we're talking about the concept. What you guys are talking about is the steps to enforce.
Yeah,
Well, I'm talking
novation.
about the contract also, Louis. You know, once you have the contract, you know, sometimes a seller will get offered a different price and say, oh, well, I'll go with this. And you already got a contract on it. But if you file that affidavit and memorandum of agreement, I mean, it already happened to me on a property where I didn't know the seller had gotten sick. And I hadn't heard from her in 9 months. And all of a sudden I get a call from a guy who says, hey, Mr. Thomas, I understand you had a contract on 123 Main Street. I said, yeah, what about it? Well, I don't know if you knew, but the lady was sick. And now she wants to sell to me. He didn't know that I had it under contract for a whole lot less. And I could have been a dick and excuse the French, and said, no, I want to enforce my contract. So he said, how much would it take for you to release this memorandum? I said $10,000, and he gave it to me. That's what I charged for me to release that memorandum of agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
What
it's
I
good
was
to
saying
have.
was that equitable title is the concept that the person.
Okay, guys, that's
of
enough of the
contract.
equitable title stuff. That's enough of that. Let's go in a different direction. Okay. Now, whenever we do a challenge, I always put out stuff regarding that week activities. And I'll give you an example. I'm going to share my screen now. I hope I haven't missed anybody that signed in. Let's see. No. Okay, we're good. Let's go to share. Let's go to screen. Let me know if you guys see my screen.
Yes.
See,
Okay, it should be the actual REIAI. Let me move down the actual Zoom window. Let me move that down. There we go. Okay. We have some stuff that I put in here for the week. One of which, first of all, reach out to Elisa. She's one of our new members. We've reached the 61 member mark. So kudos to you guys for pushing it out there. We got 61 members now. Mike Resecca put out a new video last week. He also put out a new post 2 days ago. I also put out an actual trained Laura that we did in regards to a actual video that we're going to be creating for our next video for YouTube. And I wanted to show it to you, this process that we did to create the video, or should I say the thumbnail for the video. Now, we used the trained Laura, which we taught you guys how to set up and put your own image in there. And I use a particular prompt for this. And it's a great prompt that you can use for YouTube thumbnails. And if you guys want that prompt, I'll give it to you guys. Just let me know if you want it. I'll add it in the community. But here's the actual result of the thumbnails. And the concept is based on real estate in Baltimore. And I want you guys to use your creativity once I show you these images and what the actual title of the video can be about. Because now we have the key point for the thumbnail. I want you guys to give me your interpretation of what that video should be about based on this thumbnail image. And I'm going to show you the first one, and I'm going to go through each and every last one of them, and then I'm going to open it up for discussion for you guys. I'm going to show you how I think through naming my videos and so on. That's what this process is really meant to be. So here's actual image number one. Image number 2. Third image. Fourth image. Fifth image. Sixth image. Now, based on those images, what do you think the title should be? If you're looking to give a video that's going to get views, going to get subscriptions, going to get likes and so on, what will be a attractive title that you think people will click on based on what you see the key point of the video is about? First one, anyone?
Operation Charm City.
Okay, that's a good one. Next one else.
Hunting for houses.
That's another one. Anyone else? Remember, when you're thinking about your title for your thumbnail, you're thinking about that. You're thinking about what's going to get people to click, what's going to hit people curiosity, what's going to make people stop and say, I'm going to click on this. Anyone else?
Would you say just a title?
Yes. You got the keywords. The keyword is we buy houses in Baltimore. You see the imagery. So you put the imagery and the title together, or should I say the imagery and the keyword together to come up with the title. So what do you come up with when you see this? Go.
Killing the Baltimore real estate market.
That's a good one.
Wholesaling in Baltimore, Call of Duty style.
Okay. I like you're bringing the gaming side. You're bringing in people who are in that gaming field, which is a younger demographic. So I like that's a good one. That's a good one.
Be the first to get the first shot.
Be the first to get the first shot.
Or get the first shot. Yep. Or get the first shot. Some kind of.
You're going in the direction. You're going in the right direction.
Okay.
Yep.
GTA Housing Edition.
Now I'm going to show my ignorance. What is GDA?
GTA, Grand Theft Auto, that's a game the kids play.
You're going down the gaming. You're going down the gaming field again.
Yeah, you lost a bunch of us on that one.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't meant for you guys.
Okay, who else?
You young whippersnappers.
Surviving this real estate market or something like that. Survival, something.
Say that again. I didn't hear you, Ed. Say that again.
Survival in this real estate market or something like that.
Okay, you're going in the right direction. Okay, let me tell you what I would come up with.
How about taking down ugly houses?
I think that's a good one too. That's a good one too, Lewis. But I would kill it. And what I mean by that, I would say 5 deadly mistakes you could make in Baltimore, or investing in this investing in this area could be a life or death situation, or 5 areas you want to stay out of in Baltimore, or 3 deadly mistakes Baltimore investors make, or the top 5 zip codes that could cost you your life in real estate. So you want to play on that rifle, you want to play on that military, you want to play on danger.
Sounds really scary.
How about don't get caught in this war zone?
There you go. Now you're thinking. Now, don't get caught in this war zone area. Right. Now you're thinking. That's where I'm going. If you go down this direction, now you're talking about getting people to click on it and being curious.
Gotcha.
So who's the market for this?
This is for people who want to invest in Baltimore. That's why the keyword is we buy houses in Baltimore. So it's for the investor who's investing in Baltimore.
Okay, so one of the things that I was thinking about is I'm on your side, or I'm looking out for you to kind of stir up some feelings of security. That you got me look at me and I'm on your side.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. But give me a title out of that.
That's what I was trying to get. I know the direction I want to go, but haven't got the words yet.
Top flight
Okay,
security
okay.
in the world.
Okay, we'll have to do this as a group.
Hey,
No,
Charles,
no,
real
no,
quick question.
no.
Have you ever done this like with an actual rifle, like in your
I'm
ads?
actually, this is our video we're putting out this week. That's
Oh,
why I'm
really?
asking you
Okay.
guys. This is an actual one. This is an actual email video we're putting out this week. My guy is currently editing it right now.
Well,
Okay.
if you instill some kind of fear, what's the person who wants to sell going to feel?
Larry, this
Okay.
is for investors. This
Oh,
is
okay.
not for
You're-
sellers.
Okay, got it.
REK, real estate killers.
Real estate killers.
REK.
I think we should try to get that kind of stuff out of the ghetto.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a direction I was going to go with the video, but I went in a totally different direction. I was going to talk about how all of these DC investors is complaining about the Baltimore market. That was my direction I was going to go. But the direction we're going in is the 5 worst neighborhoods that could kill your real estate business.
Right.
That's the direction we're going.
Mind to share us sharing what the original video would have been about a little bit, a brief synopsis.
You'll see it this week.
So what's going on in
Okay,
DC? So,
okay. Here's I'll give you something that was in there that I decided it would not be a good look to do. In the original video, you remember the wholesaler that got killed in Baltimore last year?
In Park Heights?
Yes.
Yeah.
He used to come to our meetings and the real deal before he really started doing a little bit better in his business. And I was going to start talking about how people keeps talking about the Baltimore market being this and being that. And I was going to bring up news stories that bolstered that message. And then I thought it was insensitive.
Yeah.
So I decided, no, I'm not going to go in that direction. I'm going to go in the direction of neighborhoods to watch out for, neighborhoods where you got one street, it's 100,000, the next street over, it's 500,000. I'm going to go in that direction.
that makes
And that's
sense.
what you got to think about when you're thinking about, because I'm going to tell you right now, the most important thing that causes a person to click on your video is your thumbnail. After that, it's your title. And after that, it's your first 15 seconds of your message. That's it. If your thumbnail does not say, click on me, you're going to have 100 subscribers, 100 views, 15 views, 10 subscribers. It's not going to resonate. Now, there's approaches that you can take, which is to say, there's cheat codes that you can do. One of those cheat codes is copy a look of an actual successful thumbnail based on views and so on in a time period. And then add your own spin or your own touch to that. So yes, that's one way of doing it. But I'm more on the, once I come up with the keyword, for me, once I come up with the keyword and I come up with that imagery of the thumbnail, then that message is a whole lot easier to come into play. And that's how this came to be. It came to be based on seeing an image of someone holding an AR-15. And I said, danger, fear, be aware, Baltimore. And that's how I put all that together, just from that one image. Any questions?
So if I'm an investor down in Richmond
Okay.
and I click on this, what do you want me to feel? It's dramatic, and so I'm
Well,
curious.
first of all, this is for investors in Baltimore who's investing in Baltimore. Now,
well, no, I know it's for people investing in Baltimore, but if
no.
I'm outside,
Let me back up. Let me back up.
okay.
The first part of this is for investors in Baltimore, but the message I'm teaching can be for any area, because I'm talking about knowing your zip codes. I'm talking about knowing your demographic. I'm talking about knowing your highs and lows in your areas and how you figure out the numbers correctly and what's the top 3 numbers you should be concerned about and all that stuff. That
So that's
applies
after
to
I've
everybody.
clicked on you. That's
I'm
after
sorry.
I've clicked on you and I'm inside. You'll have a lot of information about who you are and what you do, but with this thumbnail, what am I supposed to feel? I'm an out-of-town investor. I want to invest in Baltimore, and I see
Well,
this.
with this thumbnail, you're supposed to feel that Baltimore is dangerous.
Okay.
Do I want to invest in Baltimore? Is it that bad? Now, I'll be honest with you. Let me just put it like this. Anybody who's been doing any research with Baltimore, they will see the stories about how Baltimore is bad when it comes to investing, who don't know what they're doing. So if you've done anything, any type of research, and then when you factor in The Wire and you factor in the stories about Baltimore, you're going to want to know what it's all about. That's the energy I'm looking for from anyone that sees this video. Is Baltimore really that bad? And then when you couple the title with that, because remember, I told you it's a 1, 2, 3 punch. It's not just the image. The second part is the title. These 5 zip codes could these 5 zip codes could kill your real estate business. Along with the first 15, 20 seconds of the actual video. If you do this wrong, your business will die. If you stay to the end, I'm going to give you 5 strategies that you can use to make sure you're not at the end of the rope when it comes to being successful in real estate. That's the 1, 2, 3 punch that you're looking for. You're looking for the visual to tie into the title, to tie into the intro. Any questions?
That picture reminds
Also,
me
I don't have any
back in the CIA.
questions on that, but I
Go
do
right
have
ahead.
a question on how you made that one video with the damn monkey jumping around.
Yeah, that's a free tool.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a tool that will allow you to take 2 things, and I'm gonna put it in there and show you guys. In fact, I'm gonna create a video on it. It will allow you to take a video and an image, and it will merge those 2 together however you want it to be merged. And I'm going to create a video to talk to you about that, show you about that. Now, let me continue with this. The prompt that we use for this is here. This is a super prompt. It's right here. And this prompt you could use, it says, write a prompt that starts with the text. Title is, then continue the prompt by writing one sentence about contextually appropriate handwritten typography. Feature thick lettering. And this is a prompt that we use to create thumbnails. So we start off with, we buy houses in Baltimore.
You're not showing what you're reading, by the way.
Boom, 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 boom. Let's go up. Okay. There you go. This is the actual prompt that we use. And what this is a prompt generator. In other words, this prompt gives us the actual prompt we want to use to create the image. And that's what I mean by a prompt generator. It's not the prompt that's going to make it. It's the prompt that gives you the prompt that allows you to create the image. So it starts off with whatever the title you want that actual thumbnail to be. For example, ours was We Buy Houses in Baltimore. And then you basically just copy this whole first section right here all the way to the design part. And that's it. And then it will give you the prompt that you use to create your image. Now, I'll do that right now. Now, where am I going to use this prompt at? I'm going to use it in the actual designers like we talked about, not the designers, the actual LLMs, large language models like we talked about, such as ChatGPT or DeepSeek or Quinn. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste it in here. I'm going to choose let's choose the 4.0 model. And I'm going to paste it in here. And I'm going to put in here, the title of my thumbnail is We Buy Houses in Baltimore.
We're looking at your text
I'm
document.
going to put it on there now. Here we go. This is ChatGPT, and I pasted that prompt in here. And I said, write a prompt that starts with the text.
We buy houses in Baltimore.
We buy houses in Baltimore. And then I just basically executed. Let me read it to you. By writing one sentence about the contextually appropriate handwritten typography featuring thick lettering with a colored outline, which contrasts with the rest of the image to help reliability. The typography should use playful flourishes and splashes of images and so on and so on and so on. Now, this one right here is for if you want to create it as what you call a Instagram image, for Instagram, for Pinterest, for TikTok. That's what this prompt is. So this isn't the landscape one because we use both of them. We use a landscape one and we use an actual Instagram TikTok one. This is the Instagram TikTok prompt. Now, all I'm going to do is hit enter. Here we go. It gives the actual image system that you're going to use or the image software that you're going to use all the details you want. The text, We Buy Houses in Baltimore, is displayed in a bold, handwritten typography with thick lettering and vibrant colors, yada, yada, yada. So I take this and I go over to, and what I found to be the best one to create these with, if you're talking about not having your face on it, is ideogram. So I'm going to head over to ideogram, use the free account. I'm going to paste in, and all you're doing is putting in your Gmail account, and this is the screen it'll take you to. paste in that prompt. And then I'm going to choose the size, 16 by 9. I'm going to take off the magic prompt to off. And I'm going to leave everything else as it is. And I'm going to hit generate. Now, this is landscape. I don't use this for landscape. I use this for portrait. I'm going to show you what else I use for landscape. I'm sorry, for portrait. This is when you're doing it where you don't have your face on it. Now, why I don't like this for landscape? I just don't. I believe that you need more imagery, and it's been shown that with YouTube videos, having a face in an expressive manner with an expressive action will give you the most views. However, that's not the case with Instagram or Pinterest. This is what I don't like in regards to the landscape. Now, let's look at the same thing, the same approach if I was doing it with portrait. So I'm going to take it 9 by 16. I'm going to do the same, just hit generate. So to me, this is better for an Instagram or a TikTok or a Pinterest style. I like this one best. But this Baltimore is spelled wrong. That's something else I want to let you guys know. This is going to give you probably out of every 3 images, it's going to give you 2 to 3 that everything is spelled right. And then you're going to have 1 or 2 where it's not all spelled right. So if I was doing this for Instagram or Pinterest, I could take this approach with some type of music in the background that drives people to the video. Or you could also try to condense your video thumbnail look to make it match the same as YouTube. Now, this is if you're doing it on Instagram or TikTok. If you're doing it for YouTube, I got a different prompt. I'm going to pull that prompt up. I'm not showing you the prompt. I'm just going to show you guys the actual. And I'm going to go back to ChatGPT. I'm going to tell me if you guys see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Create a digital gaming thumbnail featuring a male. Now, this is if you're going to be using it with your trained lawyers. So I'm going to take out the part that actually references me, because I want you guys to know how to do this without referencing a person where it's just anybody, an actual avatar. So I'm going to take out the part that referenced me. This is the exact prompt we use inside of File to create that image you just saw. I just use my name in it so it would bring up the training actual images inside of File. So I'm taking out the part that talks about my name. And they got wearing a green technical whatever. And then I'm just going to go over to File, and I'm going to create the image. I'm going to put that prompt in. Now, in regards to Foul Guys, I got a whole training on how to set this up and all this inside of the actual school community. So I know some of you guys are new. So if you go inside the school community and you look up the actual classroom, you go into classroom and you look up this training right here. This training shows you how to create the type of image you just saw where you can use your face in all of your marketing. This class right here, use your image in Flux. And it shows you how to do it, step-by-step lessons. But we're not going to do that right now. You got that inside of the actual training. A lot of you guys have already done that before. But if I go back to that actual text that I put in here, all I got to do is go to my settings and choose thumbnail, which is 16:9. The best approach here is going to be at 40. And I'm going to choose 4 images. Everything else I'm going to leave the same. And then I'm going to hit run. Now, what did I say? Create a digital gaming thumbnail featuring a male focused expression. I got she. I should have took out the she to put he. He is holding a tactical rifle. Yeah, I got the word she in here. It should have been a male in here. I got the word she in here. That's why it's coming that. So let's go ahead and change that. And that brings to importance of actually making sure your prompt has all the pertinent information you have in there. He is holding a tactical rifle, a male focus, test, word, wearing a green tactical vest, font, and white hoodie, dynamic in Baltimore, overcast, dynamic. Okay, now let's do it and see if we get the male. There you go. Now, I could give the male more information. I could have said dark-skinned male with a bald head or whatever, but it would not have me in it unless I trained my image in the system, and then I would put that keyword to make it choose Blair. Any questions? Or make it choose Charles. Any questions regarding this?
Okay, so you build that in as you go, in other words.
Yeah, like I said, if you go to train your model, it would look like, and I'll give you an example. In fact, let me do it for you. I'm not going to do the training, but I'm going to show you where it's at in my actual system. Playground, let's see, example, let's go to home, my apps. And this is all in that training that I showed you, Jeffrey. In that training, it has all of this that I'm going to show you right now.
Okay.
Right here. What you're going to do, Jeff, you're going to upload 20 different images of you. It could be your face, your face and your torso, your face and your body, but you're going to upload that.
Okay.
And you're going to give it a keyword. My keyword is Charles. So
Right.
just images of me.
Right.
So you could go to Facebook and look up all these images of you, cut out any other person that's in the image. You only want you to be in that image. And that's
Okay.
what the system going to use to train. Now, they charge you $5 for that. But once you do that, Jeff, now you can use your image in any type of marketing you want. You just got to bring it up. So what do I mean by bring it up? Once you train it, Jeff, it's going to be right here on the right-hand side. And when it's on the right-hand side, you just hit run. These are all the different people that I have trained inside of this one system. I got about 7 different people and one product. So if I click this one, it says run inference. It's going to start off with the person that I trained, Tammy, and the keyword. This is the person that I trained. This is her actual pathway, her file.
Right.
And this is her keyword, Tammy 1971. Without that keyword, Jeff, your image is going to be of anybody.
Got you.
It won't be you.
Right.
So the system automatically puts the keyword that you created in the last step. In the last step, you're going to create a keyword. Your keyword is going to be called Jeff.
Right.
And then when you click on that, what I told you, it's going to say portrait photo of Jeff. Then I put in my prompt. Then I say create a digital thumbnail featuring, now Tammy's a female.
Right.
A female, and she's dark skinned. That's all I got to put.
Okay.
I keep the prompt as it was.
Right.
She is holding a tactical rifle, wearing green, and I make sure it doesn't reference anything else about a male where it says he or anything like that. I want to make sure it says she.
Right.
And then, like I said, I like to have the actual scale there. I'm going to open this up. You keep the scale at 1. If you change that scale, you're going to be wild all over the place when it comes to the look. I've discovered if you keep it at 1, you're going to keep the best look.
Okay.
I've also discovered if you make the number of inference steps 40, it gives you the best outlook as well.
Okay.
Now, you can play with this because sometimes
Right.
it may be less. Chances are it won't be more. 3.5, you can play with this too. I found out that 3 to 3.5 works great. And then the images, I always like to do 4.
Okay.
Now, if I'm talking about YouTube, you want 16:9. So you go to image size and you choose 16:9. And because I have that keyword in here, Jeffrey, Tammy 1971, all the images should look similar or very close to Tammy.
Got you.
Based on the images I fed in the previous step.
Right.
So I'm going to go here and I'm going to hit run. And we'll see. I told it that I want the words "we buy houses in Baltimore." I could change those words to whatever. I could change the style. I can say riding in a boat. I can say walking down the street. That's why I'm saying, you see?
Yep. Bingo. And her keyword was Tammy 1971. And that brought up
Exactly.
all her images. Okay. Gotcha.
Exactly. So once again, you go to the original step, and this is really easy to understand. You're just going to the original screen here, and you're uploading about 20 images, no less than 20 of you. And then you give it a keyword, Jeff.
Right.
And then that's it.
Right.
That's all you're doing. Upload 20 images, give it a keyword, and hit run. And it's going to take about 15 minutes. When it finishes, you're going to see it right here on your right-hand side. Your right-hand side is not going to have anything because you haven't done any training yet.
Right.
But when it finishes, you're going to have one here.
Okay.
And then when you have that one here, Jeff, you just hit on run inferences. And it takes you to the screen where you're going to put in your prompt.
Wow.
And now you can create all your marketing pieces with you in those marketing pieces. You don't have to worry about paying for photo shoots. You can use it for your LinkedIn stuff. You can use it for your videos. You can even use it for your actual staging properties, the whole 9 yards. That's how powerful this is. I have a client that we're using it for that has a hot water company, and we use these for creating marketing pieces for his hot water company with his van and all that kind of stuff. Because you literally can train anything. You can train a person or a product or a item. As long as you start off with at least 20 of that item or person or thing.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions, guys?
That's pretty amazing stuff there, Charles.
Now, let's go to last week's challenge. Are you seeing the screen?
Yep.
Okay. Starting off with Jeffrey. Jeffrey, tell me about the challenge from last week. Jeffrey, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yep, sorry
Yeah,
about
tell
that.
me about the challenge, what you thought of it, and so on.
I thought it was a great challenge to, get us to get into those prompts. And I went into Deep Seek,
Deep Seek?
and and the other one was what, Perplexity. I went into that one as well. And yeah, so I did a little bit of both, and it was good to, learn how to maneuver a little bit inside of those platforms. So I learned a lot. Yeah, I learned a lot last week. Like I said, I'm real sorry I didn't pick this up 4 years ago. So, but yep.
Did you
Yes.
see on that
Uh-huh.
spreadsheet that I gave you, did you see
Right.
how it could help you as far as all the different prompts and stuff and the way you can use it in your business?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. As you can see, for like my Airbnbs, man, it was it was stuff that I didn't even know that was I could do or had. So yeah, no, I learned a lot myself.
Gotcha. And I see
Yeah.
you did this one about your Airbnb, and the
Yeah.
second one is what are common house. You did house rules for Airbnb,
Yes, right.
and you did answers. Here's a table with 30 Google Ads headlines. Oh, okay.
Yep.
You're right. Okay, Jeffrey, here are 10 clickable style emotional charge subject lines.
Yep.
And all this is based on the Airbnb?
Yes. Everything was pretty much based on Airbnbs and how I could grow the business. Yeah.
Key elements of a high converting landing page.
Yeah. And how we could do some
Got it.
also some some marketing. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Great.
And
Joe, you there?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about the
Yes.
challenge.
I thought it was great. As you can see, what I did was I used 5 different things here. One was blog.
Okay, we're on the first one
Stay
right
where you
now.
at, Joe.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
one was visuals, then was email marketing, then one was the website, and the last one, mine are numbered by the parenthesis on right after the number.
Got it.
So if you do it, all right. So what really surprised me was the last one was for a product. I said, "And let me ask her about my book. You know that damn deep seat went into my book. If you scroll down to the last one and pulled everything out of my book, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I said, this is a bad mother here.
I have to agree, my brother.
I mean,
it
it
was
pulled
amazing.
it right out of there. It even, yeah. I said, this is some bad stuff here.
Yeah, and based on what you started off
But
with,
it was
Joe,
it was nice. It wasn't hard to do. Say that again.
Yeah, based on
I
what
didn't
you
hear you,
started
Joe.
off with, Joe, I said based on what you started off with, you could easily have it where you could create like 5 or 10 articles going back to your actual lead generation page where you give people the book.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you could create Facebook posts, or you create YouTube, LinkedIn, the whole 9 yards, all with a link for people to get the book.
Right.
And you capture leads that way.
Yeah, it was great. It was great the way it all came out for each different prompt.
Got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it actually also created an ebook that we could sell. I was pleasantly surprised. I mean, I went to, I think it was Gamma.
Mm-hmm.
And man, that
you
thing
go
was
ahead, Joe. Jeff, you went way out, didn't you, bud?
No, you did that to me, Charles. You did that to me, but no, I was pretty amazed. Yeah.
But for those For those of you who don't know, Gamma AI is a program you can use to put a prompt in, and it will create ebooks and PowerPoint slides and all that stuff. Okay, Lewis. Talk to me, Lewis.
Just a second. I'm making some notes here. All right. Yeah, I decided to separate each one into Word documents, make it easier. Email marketing is one, content strategy is the other. Those are different categories from your sheet.
Right.
There's there's a wealth of stuff on that Airtable that you gave us. It's just a matter of us, using it and applying it to our business. A lot of good stuff.
Got it. I'm looking at your actual individual ones, Lewis. You did an excellent job on this, man. You broke it down. Excellent.
I mean, it was easy. All you gotta do is follow your directions. Maybe that's the hard part.
I don't know how to take that one, Lewis. I'm going to skip that one. I don't know how to
No,
take that.
I mean,
no, I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
Conversations you and I have had about giving instructions to people and them not following them.
Yeah, I knew what you meant, man. Great job, Lewis. Great job. Brian, talk to me, buddy. If you're here.
I'm here still.
Hey, Brian, you never returned my call, man.
Hey, don't calling people out on the meeting.
What better place to call somebody out? This is where we're supposed to network and we're supposed to build each other up.
Yeah, I gotta give you that call still, Lewis. My bad, brother.
Yeah.
Talk to me, Brian.
I had it was pretty straightforward. Honestly.
Brian, I know your level with this. This is drop dead easy for you.
Yeah, it was really straightforward, honestly. Like Lewis said, just follow your instructions, honestly. So I did I put the prompt up for each one I did. I really kind of focused on the content strategy.
I see them. Yes. Is there anything, and this is a question I should have, is there anything in the output that you said I'm going to use?
All of it, actually. Everything that
Okay. I like your honesty. I like it.
Yeah, it's on the list to do.
Got it. Any challenge that you had, or any advice you would give to somebody that's having a challenge in this?
Search by category through the
There you
Airtable.
go. Okay. Thank you, man. You did a good job. I'm looking at your prompts now. You broke down the actual prompt that you used. You broke down the actual output. I like the FA key, real estate transaction engineering. Yeah, you did a real good job, man.
Thank you.
Let's see. I think next person we got is George Hockada Bay. Okay, I'm pulling George's up. Challenge 1, prompt 2. George, you went deep into your description, didn't you, man?
But I had to figure out a way to organize it.
You did good. I like that. Challenge 1, prompt number 205. Act as if you are an expert at blog copywriting. Now, George, I know how the direction you're going with yours. What do you thought about the output? Where do you think it relates to how realistic you would use it and so
on? It's related. I took a couple of different approaches. One was the first-time home buyer. Another one, I just did it as a investor. Other one, so it looks good. And my assistant makes a lot of blogs and content. She does all kinds of stuff. So this would be great for her to start using and making more content.
There you go. So that's my next question. When she make her blogs and content, did she do it by way of what? Was she using AI? Was she not using AI? What was she doing? How she was doing it?
She just uses ChatGTP and then
Right.
a couple other apps that we have. I think one of them's called Keeping Matters Current or something. So she just does a bunch of stuff. She just doesn't get into this, but I don't know. But it's good. It's good. I liked it.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of hint when it comes to the blog writing, or should I say, yeah, really the blog writing. If you're trying to do SEO, search engine optimization for any type of content, SEO. If you compared DeepSeek and ChatGPT, and you put the same prompt in both of them, and you put them into I can't remember the one we use. We use what we call the AI detector. And I'll give you guys the link to it tomorrow, but I can't remember which one it is. It lets you know if your content was most likely created with AI or with a human. 9 times out of 10, ChatGPT is going to be looked upon as an AI who wrote it. DeepSeek, you're going to get, oh, this was created by a human, even though it's created with AI. So, having said that, I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Quinn. I use Quinn for all of these exclusively.
Okay, no problem. But what I'm letting you know is, if you're really looking to use it for SEO, make sure you put it through an AI detector.
Okay.
Because you want to have less than 10% AI used. ChatGPT would rate constantly in the 75 to 80% chance of AI. When DeepSeek, we even got some readings on DeepSeek that it was 100% unique. And it was used with DeepSeek. So just keep that in mind. For all your marketing stuff that you're not concerned with search engine optimization, you can use it straight off the model. You can use it straight off the tool. But if you want to get search engine optimization, you got to put it through some type of AI detector.
Charles,
I'm going to give you the link to the one we use tomorrow.
Are you trying to think of CopyScape?
No, that's not the one we use. We used to use CopyScape, Lewis, but we got a new one that we use. We started using about 3 months now. Okay. Now, you guys did an excellent job. I appreciate taking the effort. And I'm going to give you the details of the challenge for next week. This is it. I'm going to put everything inside of the actual community tomorrow by 9 o'clock. So it'll be in there tomorrow. So don't worry about, hey, Charles, you didn't show all the stuff, yada, yada, yada. It'll be all in there tomorrow by 9. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to YouTube and you're going to pick 5 different videos that based on your niche. If it's We Buy Houses, if you're a real estate agent, whatever it is, 5 different videos. And you're going to create like images of those video thumbnails. So what do I mean? For example, look at this video. I'm going to get you to start it off.
So you're worried about those U.S. tariffs. So you're worried.
And this video has a thumbnail that has this.
So you're worried about those U.S. tariffs.
If I put in whatever keyword I want, and I'm just putting in tariffs, real estate market, you'll see the thumbnails. And I got a tool that will allow me to look at right here. You see that thumbnail right there? Tariffs equal crash. What I want you to do is five thumbnails that has high views. And you're going to take that link to that thumbnail. You're going to click on it. You're going to click on it. You're going to copy the link. And you're going to go to this tool. YouTube download, thumbnail downloader. And you're going to put it in here. And you're going to hit download. No, let me start off and refresh. Let me refresh it. This is what it's going to look like when you get here. And you're going to put the link in. And it's going to show you the thumbnail. And then you're going to hit download. Now you right click on it. And you hit save as. Save image as. And you save it to your computer. Once you save it to your computer, your goal is to create a thumbnail that looks like this one, but you're not copying this one. I want you to do this 5 different times, 5 different thumbnails. So this is the first part. Well, Charles, how do I get the prompt that gives me a thumbnail to look like this image? You're going to go to your favorite image provider, and you're going to put in this actual prompt. I'm going to start off new. I'm going to go to, let's go to 3 mini. You could use the free version. And I'm going to type in, I'm going to first upload the image that I want to create an image that looks like it. There it goes. And I'm going to put in this prompt. Create a, no. Describe this image so I can make a YouTube thumbnail based on the exact description you see from the image. Once you do this, give me a image prompt that I can use to create an image like the one I gave you. And then I'm going to hit enter. And it's going to give me a prompt based on the description of this image. Here you go. Image prompt. Here you go. A bald man with a real Texas black t-shirt. Tariffs equal cash. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to go over to whatever image model I like. I like using file. I'm going to go over to file. I'm going to take out this old one. This, like I said, this was the one I was using. So I'm going to take this out. And I'm going to take out this because I'm not using a model. And I'm just going to put in that prompt that ChatGPT gave me. And I'm going to go to my settings. I want landscape because I want a thumbnail. I like to have this at 40, like I told you. This is fine as it is, and I'm going to use 4 images. Remember, you could do this with any image generator you want. You could use File, you could use the free images generators I gave you guys. You could use any of them that you want. And then I'm going to hit, let's see, I got 16.9. My goal is to have it have the same spirit as the one that I download. To have this same look. Are you guys seeing the screen now?
Just the prompt.
Yes, we see foul AI.
Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hit run. Now, remember, the image that we try to make a copy of or similar to look like is this one. So we want to create a thumbnail based on this one because this got a lot of views, but we don't want to blatantly copy this. So we're going to use AI to create something similar to it. So this is the one that we're copying, and let's see what the results is. Look at that. I could get away with this because this does not mirror exactly this. If I want to, I could change this to be a dark-skinned, nerdy guy with hair and whatever I want, but it still keeps the same spirit. I want you to choose 5 thumbnails that are performing, meaning it has a lot of views, and I want you to use this process I just showed you to copy the thumbnails. I want to see the original thumbnail, and I want to see the new version you created in the challenge. Any questions regarding this? So there's no misunderstanding of how to do this. Everybody got it, right?
Yeah, you're gonna give us the links to the research.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the links to all these sites and all this stuff. Yes, you will have the links. In regards to the free video, the free image creators, I can give you a couple free image creators if you want to. All you guys who already know about File, you could do this in File AI, but I will give you the links. I will give you the prompt and everything. And I just showed you what to do with it once you get it. Is there any questions in regards to what to do with it that you guys may not understand so far that I did already? All you're going to do is go to YouTube and type in whatever topic you want. If for example, let's say real estate, no, probate investing. I'm just going to see what comes up, and I'm going to look at an actual thumbnail that's got a lot of views. That I think is engaging, that would attract somebody, who makes somebody want to click on it. I think, first of all, Joe, you got a great opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Because you guys that do probate investing and make probate videos, you guys make some terrible looking thumbnails. This guy right here, this one got 471,000 views. So I may want to take this one, and I may want to try to create something similar to this in the process, just by clicking on it, getting the link.
RentalCostSite.com. Get a fast, accurate cost segregation report reviewed by an
getting the link, going over to thumbnail, make sure I reset it so it's blank, putting the link in there, hit download. Now that I've downloaded, I'm going to go over to ChatGPT. I'm going to copy that prompt. I'm going to start a new chat. I'm going to upload that image. Where is it at? Did I download it? Because I don't see the download. Let me go back. Oh, that's right. I didn't hit save as. Save image as. Now download. Go back to ChatGPT. Upload the image. Bam. Put the prompt in. Describe this image so I can make a YouTube thumbnail from it. Da 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 da. I ain't got to change anything in the prompt. I just hit enter. And it's going to spit out my actual prompt I use in File. Now you see the original thumbnail. And let's see what it comes up with. Bam. There's the actual prompt. Copy it. Go to my image generator. I'm going to put it in here. Paste. Bam, 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 bam. We got everything already there set already, so I didn't have to put anything in. And I'm going to hit run. Now I should get something that's similar, that has the spirit of this thumbnail. Now, I think this one may be a little bit challenging because you got text here and you got text here. It's not just a word of text. So this one I may have to do some editing afterwards, but let's see if it could create it. Let's see. Wow, it did it. You see?
Mm-hmm.
I actually like this one better than the original. I'm being honest with you. This one to me is better than the original.
Better.
Yeah, it is. I got one question, Joe.
Go right here, sir.
It might be a little stupid question, but it's a question.
Ain't no such thing as a stupid question, Ulysses. Go ahead.
When you're looking for that thumbnail that got the highest views, is it like somewhere you can go, or are you just looking at the genre you're looking at, and you're just looking at what's in front of you with the highest views?
Ulysses, that was a stupid question. No, I'm just joking with you. No, Ulysses, I'm joking with you. I'm joking with you. No, that was a great question. You just Ulysses, that was a great question.
I know that was good though. I like that.
Yeah, that was a great question. You actually answered it. You're looking at the one with the most views in the category that you're searching for.
Okay.
Now, that does not always mean that it's the best or you're going to have the same results. But that's just one part of the puzzle. Remember, now you got to take that title and then you got to read. Oh, I should give you that as part. Should I make this really even a harder challenge for you guys? You guys want a harder challenge? Not only do the image. Huh?
I was muted. I said
no. Go for it. Let's go for it.
Okay. I want 5 YouTube videos, but I also want you to take. The actual. Yeah, you guys. Thank you, Ulysses. You gave me an idea, man. I want you to also take the actual title of that video right here. And I want you to go to ChatGPT free account and say, create 5 variations of this YouTube video title. And you're going to place in the title and you let YouTube do the rest. So the challenge is to create 5 different thumbnails from 5 different videos and create 5 variations. There you go. 5 variations of that title for each thumbnail. I'm going to make you guys AI rock stars yet. Any questions regarding this?
This is good. This is good.
I think so. I think this will be a great one. I know how you like to work on your thumbnails and stuff, Lewis. So I think this will be, and actually, Lewis, you inspired me with this one. When we had that discussion about your thumbnails last week, you inspired me with this one.
Yeah, I got a lot to improve on that. So this is really good. The thumbnails and titles.
Yep, thumbnails and titles. 5 variations, 5 different thumbnails with different videos, and 5 variations of the titles for those 5 different thumbnails. Any other questions?
You saying you want 25 of each?
I only want 5 images. No. hold on. Let me correct myself. Yes, it's 25. 25, it should be 25 titles and 5 images.
Okay, I thought you said 25, everything.
Yeah, because you're doing 5 titles for each image. And if you got 5 times 5 is 25. But you're only doing 5 thumbnails. Any questions?
Yeah, so this is gonna be in writing in the morning, right?
Yep, this is gonna be in writing. Well, it's not, well, let's put it like this. I'm gonna have the video tomorrow as well that says challenge, and it's gonna explain what I just did. But it's gonna also have all the links to the sites I showed you and all that stuff.
Okay, great.
And it'll be by 9 o'clock.
Okay.
This is good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But do we vote on kicking Ulysses out of the group or what?
I know, my bad.
Ulysses, that was a great question. You inspired that second part of the homework. All right, guys. Thank you guys for being here tonight. If you have any questions or anything about all this aspect of what we talked about, we're going to have the school community up and running every day, as you already know. Brian his meeting is already on board, so I want to give you guys a heads up. Mike has a school meeting tomorrow. In fact, I'm going to show you guys that before I go. Mike has a school meeting tomorrow. And let's put this back up. Let's go to share. Here we go. Okay. Inside of school, tomorrow there's a school meeting at 7 o'clock. IRA investing and all that other stuff with 1031 exchanges and trusts. Mike will be doing that tomorrow at 7. And next week, Brian will be talking about business funding. So he starts his first monthly meeting next week. So definitely take a look at that one. I mean, if you was on the actual cruise, man, you guys would have been blessed with the knowledge he has. This guy's has so much knowledge when it comes to getting funding for your business and business credit and all that good stuff. So next weekend, next Thursday to be exact, at 7 o'clock. And Mike's meeting is tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So keep those 2 meetings in line. And all of these meetings and all of these topics, you can ask questions on. So keep that in mind, guys. You don't have to just wait until these Zoom meetings to come in here and ask questions about anything. I mean, you could put it as a question, or you could put it down as on a chat you want to send to me. I prefer you put it as a question so I can share that answer with the whole group, as opposed to sending me a private chat. So that's what I prefer. Not to mention, it allows you to generate more points and stuff for the leaderboard. And just as a final notice, the leaderboard winners of the week, Jeffrey was the leaderboard winner of last week. Big ups, Jeff. For the last 30 days, Jeff again. For the lifetime leaderboard, Brian. So, Jeff, you're really crushing it on the leaderboard.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your engagement, man. You're really crushing it. So we got Jeff number 1, Joe number 2, Brian number 3, Lewis number 4, Samuel number 5, Paulette number 6, Mike number 7, Alyssa number 8, Ulysses number 9, and following up, Ed number 10. Thank you guys for your engagement and helping each other in the actual group. take care. I'm going to be talking to you guys throughout the week, but I'll see you guys next week. If you're going to be at the actual, what is it? The Janet Tompkins meeting, I'll see you there this weekend. We're trying to decide if we're going to be here the whole weekend or not. If we're here the whole weekend, I will make a notification by Thursday. So you will know by Thursday if we're going to be doing the Zoom this week, the actual master meetup this weekend, depending on if we're going to be here or not.
Charles, quick question.
Yes.
Janet, I thought that was in March.
Yeah, me too.
March the 8th and 9th.
Right.
You said this week.
No, I'm talking about the real deal meetup.
Ah, okay.
So what's going on with the real deal meetup?
I'm going to let you guys know if we're going to be here if we're going to be still here in New York or not. I will let you know on Thursday if we're going to do it or not.
Okay.
If we were, when was that going to be?
What was that? Which one you talking about?
The real deal meetup.
At the Sheraton at BWI.
That was this weekend?
Yes.
Saturday, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. And we'll know about Thursday. Okay.
Yes.
Charles,
Now, the Zoom, remember, Janet meeting. And for those of you that's in Philadelphia, I'll be in Philadelphia the last weekend of the month doing 2 presentations on AI. I know Brian, I'm not sure if it's Brian, but I know Joe is in Philly and Jerome is in Philly, but I will be in Philadelphia speaking on AI. I'll also be in Janet's event talking about some new stuff that I haven't shared with you guys yet as well. So I'll be speaking on AI to her event as well for about 90 minutes.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Yeah, Charles, is your calendar still active while you're in New York?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, guys, take care. I will see you next week, or if you jump on my calendar, I'll be speaking with you throughout the week. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Charles, I'll contact you in the morning.
Okay, man.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Hey, everybody.
Night, everyone.
Night.